So I got to the age of 20, an interesting thing happened where my first two kids, Trey and Tove, were I made with a woman called Fiona, and I had my first child at age 21, and then Tove at 24. And then I married Tracy a few years later, and we raised those two, plus my next two kids, one of whom was sitting outside on the door, who's around there somewhere, Luke and Joel. So we've got a family of four. And there was a moment of crossroads, and I was talking to someone just outside about this actually just before, where conversations can change your entire life, one conversation. It's interesting how that happens. And I had that conversation where Fiona was pregnant with Trey. She had this big belly, she's sitting on the side of the bed, and I was getting ready to get into bed with her, and I was 20 at the time. And she turned to me, and I picked up my Ventolin to take my 2 shots, and she turned to me and said, "You're pathetic. What kind of a father are you going to be if you can't even sleep without your drugs? You can't get through the night without your drugs, and you take drugs all day long. What kind of pathetic, useless father are you going to be?" Slap, and then lay down and went to sleep. Right? Left me feeling a little triggered, as you can imagine. I was like, raging at the world, but the truth of her words is what hurt. It wasn't me being mad at the world. She was just telling the truth, She started my journey for me, by saying that, and I sat there on the side of the bed so angry. It started to dawn on me that actually I could change my diet, because she said, change your diet. You just eat rubbish, crap foods, and you're sick all the time. It's your fault. Get well. The doctors say you're incurable, so what else are you going to do?